What's going on, traders, beginners, intermediate, experience? All are welcome. I wanted to share a trading system slash journal that I've created to hold myself accountable and that is making me profitable and a few others in my circle as well. So I want to give you a quick, brief overview of what I've created and let's rock out. So, as you can see, this is the basically the cover page saying everything that's included, which I'm going to go over um, everything right now. So the cover, this is just giving you what's inside, so on and so forth. And then if you have this journal, if I make it live and present it to people that are interested, you will start here. It's going to tell you everything you need to do, even though I'm about to go over it right now. So your quick setup should only take a couple minutes. Your daily workflow, what you enter into the system versus what's automatic, and then some healthy habits and tips right here. So you will come onto your dashboard. Here has everything you need to get started. You can enter your starting balance here. You can also put in your default risk at a percentage or a dollar amount. So this would be good for prop firm traders as well as just any your everyday trader as well. So you can have your risk here, your max daily loss. So, and then over here is going to give you your key metrics whenever you enter your information into the law or into the system, I should say. So next thing is my pre-market checklist. I made this checklist because this is something that I found myself doing repeatedly, these certain habits, these certain things that I found myself doing again repeatedly to gain that, consistency. So as you can see, you could just enter the date. Whenever you get on the charts, you can enter the date here. And this is my checklist of things that I do before I actually look into my strategy. So things like news, I review news. You can mark yes, higher time frame, bias identified, key levels marked, liquidity zones identified. Is the New York session, I trade the New York session, so is that session clear? If you trade the London session, is it clear? Do you know in your mind that you see something that might be a setup and it's real clear as day? It's important. This is really important and tells me whether I should even move on throughout this journaling system, right? Is your risk defined? Do you have your risk? Are you risking 10%? Like you should automatically know what you're risking for the day or have an idea. And then another thing that is most important, what's your emotional state? Is this something that, or is your emotional state neutral? Are you overly excited? Are you sad, mad, happy? Whatever the case may be, you need to document this and realize this before you even enter the charts. So this particular pre-market checklist, if you mark no on one of them, it's still going to give you a go because granted, we're not perfect. I might not check the news that day. I might forget to check the news or my emotional state might be, iffy. But if you have two saying like, if the New York session wasn't clear, this is going to tell you no trade. So two rules is basically saying you're not even trading today. You're not even really looking into your strategy because you're not on point before. You're not on point pre-market. So this is going to tell you either you're going to be able to trade with one, even just one not being a yes, or if they're all yeses, then you proceed to the next checklist. Now this checklist is when you start to actually look for a setup. You know, with the pre-market checklist, everything is a yes over there. You know the context of the session that you're trading. Everything seems really clear. You're now just waiting for your setup, your strategy. So here, same thing, is rule based. So you should have rules for your strategy. I provided 10 areas where you can put all your rules. You don't have to have that many. As a matter of fact, I don't suggest you have 10 rules. You should keep it as simple as possible. Your strategy should be simple as well. So I have basically 4 rules, and the other 2 are kind of just me checking in on myself, right? So here you put in the date, the direction, because again, you should have a clear direction of where you want to go. And then we start to break down the rules. These are just my rules. I trade ICC strategy. You can trade whatever strategy you want, but these are where you set your rules. And if your rule number 1 is set, you mark yes, so on and so forth. Now this particular spreadsheet right here, I gave it pretty much the same as your pre-market checklist, where it gives you a no-go or a go. So if any of your rules are all yes, it's a high probability trade. That means you're allowed to take the trade. If you have two of these as no's, it's a no trade, period. If 2 of your rules do not pan out to what you think it needs to be or what your strategy is, it's a no trade, clear as day. And if 1 is a no, then it's a low probability. So even then you're gambling, and it's you're gambling. So they let you know, it's letting you know that you can trade, but it's going to be a low probability, right? So basically, if you have 1 no or 2 no's, you should not be trading. You need to have all clear yeses, and it's going to be a high probability trade. Does it mean you're going to win the trade because all of these say yes? No. But 9 times out of 10, I've tested this over and over, and that's why I made this, because I wanted something to hold me accountable and something I can have structure to go by versus just hopping on the charts and then thinking I know everything. But this really provides that structure. So that's your strategy entry checklist. And then once you get past that, you know you're able to trade. You've already placed the trade because you followed your rules. Oh, let me back up one time. And so, yeah, I really have four rules for my trade, for my strategy. And then after that, I just ask myself, is your risk defined or target defined? Yes. And do you feel comfortable taking that trade? Like, you still want to feel comfortable taking a trade. If you don't feel comfortable, that should be a no. It's going to be a low probability trade because you're just not comfortable. So you want all of these things aligned before you take the trade. And so after you take the trade, here's where you start to log this, the date, whatever you traded here, the session, the direction, whatever setup you have here as well. You can enter your stops, your entries, your targets. Again, the risk, you have an option to do percent or a fixed amount. So I just put in some dummy data here. Once you put in your percent, it's going to automatically calculate the risk amount here. Your account balance. This is the only spot you enter information here right now. You would just enter, if you profited $750 that day, you enter it here. It would automatically calculate the account balance. Execution score, I will get to. Trade quality, I will get to. Yes, it allows your strategy if everything marked off on your pre-market checklist and your strategy checklist. It's going to give you a daily P&L. And this lockout here, basically it's telling you need to stop trading. So if your daily limit was $1,000 and you, or negative $1,000, and you hit that daily limit, this is going to give you a flag to let you know, stop trading. So after you place a trade, you want to come back here and immediately enter your profit or your loss. This helps document. This helps remind you don't trade anymore. And it also helps you, prevent you from staying on that chart and potentially revenge trading, right? So as soon as you get your profit or loss, come back to your journal and put it here. And this will give you an overview of, okay, I need to slow down, I need to stop trading, I need to wait for the next day and wait for the next setup. Also, we have the screenshot, so you can do a screenshot at your entry before, and you can do a screenshot after and place it into these columns here. And so that's pretty much your trade log, guys. It's going to give you your metrics that you need to know and understand your trading and your progress. Next, I have the execution score. This is just to help you understand your entry timing, After you take so many trades, was your entry good? Is your stop placement good? Do you need to work on that? Is your target placement good as well? Do you need to go from a 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 or 1-to-3, whatever the case may be, in your overall order execution? This is going to give you an average of a total execution score, and obviously the higher the better. Next is your defect log. Probably one of the most important pages on here is documenting your defects, aka documenting whatever went wrong. If you enter early, your stop was too close, FOMO occurred, you revenge trade, so on and so forth. You will document here the root cause of that, and what are you going to do to fix it? And can you prevent it, or was it prevented? Yes or no? So this is highly important, highly good to document your mistakes, so that you can overcome them and figure out things that you need to work on or fix to become a better trader. Lastly, I have a performance calculator that's going to calculate everything that you put in your trade log, your wins and losses, how many trades you taken, your average execution score, so you keep an eye on that, as well as your results. Did you win, lose, or was it flat, break even day? Pretty self-explanatory. Also have your monthly calendar here. So whatever days you took a trade and you made a profit or loss, it is going to display that here on that particular day. All you have to do is change the month. Then I give you something you can just keep track of, have your receipts for your trades, because you want to have receipts to become a better trader. So here you have just basically a breakdown of what you can put for that week, whatever your defects was, your actual trade that you took in, so you can really go over it and understand what you do week by week. I also have a goals and scorecard. So you want to create these certain goals. You want to, for me, I put your rules compliance. Are you following your rules? What's the percentage on that? What's your average execution score? Because if it's basically greater than or equal to 18, you're pretty good. You're on a pretty good start, pretty good track. Keep it high up. But also left the scorecard here, so where you can put your week ending trades, the amounts, all that good stuff, notes, whatever the case may be. So this is like your weekly journal, right? And then lastly, you have your wins and loss gallery, right? You want to document your wins, especially when you document your losses, so you can really figure out what's going on with your trading. Is it the strategy? Is it you not following rules? So on and so forth. So you can input your pictures in this area, in this gallery, period. That is what I've created, guys. I really think this will help a lot of people. It is definitely helping me. I just needed something I don't have someone over my shoulder telling me to, do these certain things or telling me to place a trade or not. So I really have to zone in on myself and hold myself accountable. And I think a lot of traders don't do that these days. They just get up on the charts and basically placing trades off of intuition or whatever the case may be. Or you might be involved in a community and you think you're doing good within the community, but at the end of the day, you have to press the button. You have to buy or sell. And this journal really holds you accountable. It has been holding me accountable for sure. And so that's why I wanted to create this. So this is my trading system and journal, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think.